Great! We've got guns, man. We've got guns.
Guns and explosions on a teeny tiny budget. You just have to make it count. Mike Menardis gets one take. He's the type of guy who says, dude, and he's got kind of singed hair, probably because he blows up stuff a little too much.
I got into special effects in like 1977, 78. I started out in the camera business. That's what my father does and his brother. It was really slow in the camera end, so I decided to go into special effects.
My name's Mike Papik. I'm here today as the weapons handler. I've done 3 of the Lethal Weapons and 2 of the Die Hards, Crimson Tide, Enemy of the State, Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh, just a bunch of other stuff. Well, I started off as a prop person, and then I started working as a weapon specialist on different pictures, and I opened a business where I rent guns to the motion picture business.
Freeze, bitch!
Oh, shit.
These are live fire. Live fire isn't something you normally do in the motion picture business.
We never use real weapons to do any of our effects because we got a permit to use the pyrotechnics, but we don't have a permit to discharge a weapon on private property.
Oh, shit!
The effect of actually what the bullet does is magnified with special effects versus what it actually happens. If you take that water jug and fill it up with water and you shoot, it will burst it open. I mean, it does a pretty good job. But as far as putting cars in holes and spark hits on cars and stuff, bullets usually don't spark, and they usually put nice, neat holes going in and rather larger holes going out, but not always. They're probably way less impressive than you would think, shooting live ammo versus what the special effects world does.
We're rigging these this television and these computers and that suitcase for simulated explosions.
Look, Fletcher, man, you kind of told us that this thing would move a little quicker than this, man.
Hey, man, it's not that easy, okay? If it was that easy, you guys would be doing it.
The laptop here is a self-destruct kind of James Bond, Mission Impossible explosion kind of thing.
Hey, man, work your magic. You say you're a computer whiz, man. Come on.
So we have some spark devices and some explosive squibs that we'll place in here to blow the keys out and blow the screen up and kind of make it jump around and sparks fly out of it. It's going to be a booby-trapped computer.
Hey, man, back up off me, okay? I'm doing an illegal favor for you. Okay, this is what I got put in jail for in the first place. So you back up off me.
These kind of things kind of take out the stuff that's dangerous, like the hard flying little objects and heavy and dangerous electric batteries. Kind of got to take everything apart, put it all back together. When you're done, it looks like you started when you started, but it's not the same.
Man, you don't sit your lanky ass down. Bottom line, I will knock you the fuck out.
The facade snapped into the hole. Voila.
Is this one going to be flashy? Should we dial our...
There's 2 flashes right in the front. Straight out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Yeah, I think that half second's good.
4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
These are high-speed digital cameras. I use these in, well, anywhere where things are
rough, and they need a high speed. High speed for this camera is 2,000 frames per second. It's basically a brick. They use these in airbag tests.
Ready, guys?
Yeah, Mike, we're trying to go, but this camera crew is back here. We're having trouble getting our marks.
These guys can be funny, but they can also have a real edge and a realism to them.
Trigger loud. No gunshots, no dead bodies.
Well, you know, if I recall correctly, the last couple dead bad guys belong to you.
Please. You ain't even trying to compare body counts. Should I keep going all day? I'm out.
This is the gun that Martin Lawrence used in the film. It is a .45 caliber semi-automatic 9-shot pistol. He used it throughout the whole film. Primarily a law enforcement firearm.
Michael Bay's our director.
Here, wait, come here. Bring the camera.
He's good. He loses his mind sometimes.
Look at these guys. All right, ready?
They're different people. Martin's a family man. He wants to be a little safer. Will's kind of more the gung-ho type.
I want to meet the man who whooped your ass. I want to meet who whooped Shaft's ass. That's what I want to meet. Look at me, man. Last night, you don't know what I've been through. My wife done kicked me out the house, kicked me out of happy home. But no, you got to go off by yourself. I got this, partner. I got this. Bullshit.
I am feeling much better, though. Thank you.
Weapon that Will Smith used in the picture was hard chrome. It's a 9mm 16-shot semi-automatic pistol. Primarily it was for law enforcement and for military use. We're going to shoot this lava lamp with semi-automatic pistol.
Stay focused.
What are you talking about? I'm focused.
Yeah, focused on all this scattered ass around here.
This is the gun that Will Smith uses at the very end of the picture.
What's up?
It's an 8-shot, mostly stainless steel 12-gauge pump. That catches you right here in the web of the hand real hard, each shot.
See that pizza pie that came across the door? That's called a bad physical effect. This is not how a shotgun blows off a door. We were trying to save some money here by hiring guys that were down local in Miami, and this was the thing that kind of made me think, I need someone who's done real big movies before, and that's how I just decided to bring in Mike, an artist.
I started figuring out different ways to do bigger explosions and have the camera see more of the explosions instead of just whiting out the film. So we'd use less powder to make the fire richer. If the camera was going to be whited out, we'd use like a lot of powder and just a little bit of gas so it would atomize it all out, and then the fireball would go away real fast. Kind of like what we did on Enemy of the State. We had a building that was 6 stories we were going to implode, and we wanted to see the building come down, so we didn't want to obliterate it in gas. So we timed it all out so the explosion with the gasoline would last like 2.5 seconds, and then after that we started bringing the building down.
Okay, fuck that. I don't want no brain fragments on me. That shit gets in your clothes and it stinks.
The speed explosion where the bus crashed into the airplane and they both blew up. That was right next to a big glass hangar at a real airport in Mojave, and It all went off perfect.
If anybody ever said that making an action film is easy, it's not. There's a lot of work that goes into it. I have a great deal of respect for people that work in action films and just big budget films, period, that are grueling. You know, it's a lot of work.
When we were shooting Bad Boys, we were gonna have this shootout in a hotel room. We had this TV rigged to shoot out with a shotgun, and all of a sudden Michael decided he didn't want to shoot it out. He just wanted it broken in the scene. So I went out and grabbed a big sledgehammer and smacked it as hard as I could with a sledgehammer, and it bounced right off. I couldn't believe it. So then I took the back off the TV and tapped it with my pliers, and the whole thing just imploded. So it was pretty surprising.
Everybody wants to be like Mike.
When we do simulate a gunshot on a TV, because the glass is like three-quarters of an inch thick in the front, we put the charges on the back where it's only like a 1/4 inch, in some places an 1/8 inch thick. So we'll put our charge on the back of the TV set, and then we'll rig some sparks and maybe a flash pack or two for some smoke, and we'll hit that on a nail board. So the TV will implode, you'll get some sparks shorting out inside, and then it'll start smoking.
Who done tore off and whooped your ass now?
This ain't the time. It's really ain't the fucking time.
It's exceedingly rare that you get a chance to put real bullets through a TV screen in a movie because of the obvious hazards. Even though the bullet's highly directed and hard to do because the screen's so thick, if we were to shoot a marble at it, it cracks the screen and bounces off. You'd be very likely to get hit in the forehead with the ball you just shot. Unfortunately, every TV is a little different, and without the opportunity to test, which is a crucial element of this business, often you're kind of in the dark.
No, baby, your daddy just wishes he was in Cleveland.
Well, we're getting ready to rig this car for an explosion, simulated motion picture explosion.
Putting in a hood mortar right here. We're gonna fill this full of sand. Put a black powder bomb in the bottom, fill it full of sand. Then pour gasoline on top of it and soak the sand. And that'll give you fire under here and kick the hood off. The hood's gonna fly off this way. The roof should rip off this way. And the trunk's just gonna fly off pretty much straight up. And we're gonna leave the doors on this one since we're ripping the roof off. I'm kind of stripping the interior out. And I'm looking for a place to cut the roof along so when the interior explosions go off, it kind of peels the roof up.
Well, mainly would remove any loose, hard objects from the car that are likely to fly in unpredictable directions. Aim the explosive energy in a safe direction, position the crew, the camera, and the explosion in such a way that minimizes hazards to people. And we always have fire trucks or water trucks standing by and fire extinguishers, and work with the minimum amount of crew.
You're sick. So, see, something is wrong with you. Yeah. You have a problem and you should have yourself checked.
We're putting charges, these are SG78s. We're putting these on the windows to break all the windows on the second nail.
What I'm doing, assembling the black powder lifters that will be used to atomize and disperse the gasoline in the car explosion. There's a whole apprenticeship hierarchy of licenses that you go through. You have to log all of your work. And after you've accumulated enough time, then you can upgrade to the next level and you have to take tests. There's a very strong peer review process, as well as state and federal inspections, fingerprint cards, all that kind of stuff. It's very well controlled. They don't take this lightly.
you gotta do. What you gotta do.
Oh, God damn it, go, go, go. Oh, God damn it.
This is 9mm submachine gun. Holds 30 rounds of 9mm. It is employed mostly by law enforcement. It's what we use to shoot the sunflowers in the glass vase.
Oh, shit.
Because your new little girlfriend will all be very happy living here. Trust me. No. I saw it on the news.
Come on, that shit be having a slant.
This is a pistol. It's a .223 caliber pistol. It's the one that Will Smith takes in at the very end in the airplane hangar. What it is an M16 shortened, smaller. It shoots .223 caliber at about 850 rounds a minute. This is actually a combination of two guns. It's a semi-automatic legal pistol that would be just kind of a curiosity, really. But we have attached a fully automatic M16 lower receiver to it to make it fire fully automatic.
I offered to pay Mike for the cleaning and he wouldn't hear of it.
Oh, it's funny. I like how you can just laugh at that. That's why I love him. Now me, woo, I'd be pissed. If I get killed, I'm fucking you up.
This is a submachine gun. It's a 9mm 50-shot magazine.
Hello? Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
Oh, man, nah, there's too much bass in your voice. That's scaring white folks. You got to sound like them. We were wondering if we can borrow some brown sugar.
It's a sniper rifle. It's a 50 caliber sniper rifle to shoot at ranges up to and over 1 mile. Its primary function was a long-range sniper rifle for the U.S. Navy SEALs. The ammunition this shoots is 50 caliber ammunition and shoots a big, over an ounce slug at 2,650 feet a second.
Suitcase is another bomb kind of arrangement. A little bigger, we'll put some more larger devices in there and make it a much more powerful explosion. There's a lot of dust and smoke and sparks. And it's full of paper money, so we don't want a bunch of paper on fire blowing around in the wind. So we'll tone down the fire, but have sparks and smoke and a lot of destruction.
I blow you, then I blow you. Blow me, what the fuck now? Up in the old hangar section.
Visual effects weren't as advanced when we were doing Bad Boys, and we needed to blow up this gigantic airplane hangar, over a football field size of space to fill with fire.
I'd say one of my biggest explosions, some of the most fuel was from Michael Bay on Bad Boys when we did the blimp hangar. We had close to 2,000 gallons of gasoline in that. The controlling part's pretty easy. It's you just have to watch out for the weather, wind, and cloud cover, where you're doing it.
The day we shot this hangar blowing up, I remember walking around the floor and there were all these little cords, these little blue cords, and about 50 pounds of pressure will set off the entire hangar. Right as we're in this minefield, Mike goes, "Hey, by the way, don't step on these little white cords that were everywhere." I said, "Why?" He says, "Because the whole place will go up." When we were about to blow this thing up, somehow this rainstorm came in and Mike is in the hangar saying, "We need to blow these triggers or it's all going to be wasted. They're not going to fire because they're too wet." So this was the moment of truth. When you had a $100,000 explosion rig and you had a guy who was blowing it up saying it's not going to work if we don't blow it right now, and I said, well, the weather doesn't match, it's raining, we see the rain, it's too much rain. So I called the air tower and the tower said, give it another 17 seconds and the rain will pass. Anyway, we blew it up and it was very hot, even from far away, it was extremely hot.
Oh, we beating them down. We beating them down.
Marcus, I just got one question for you, bro. How the hell you gonna leave my ass at a gunfight to go get the car?
You have got to shut up and let him drive, okay?
Seemed like that gunshot wound has improved your driving skills.
You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law.
Yo, man, what the fuck is you doing?
Get it out the way.
Just punch it, man. Just punch it. Go! Wait, this car's faster. This is a faster fucking car. It's gonna be one or the other, baby. It's gonna be him or it's gonna be us. You better fucking win. That's all I know. You better win. You better win. Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.